Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
It's one of the most captivating yet paralyzing phrases in sports. Win or go home. The season is on the line between the Hatton-Northwood Thunder and the Findlay Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans on day 2 of the North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball tournament here at Scott Berry Field. Good morning, or I believe we are into the afternoon now here at Mayville State University, and welcome everyone. I'm Derek Zimmerman-Gower. You just heard Brady Siebels for game number 1 between the Burros and the Pearl Bears. And Joseph Stetz to my left, thanks for joining us on another journey at the amazing Al Meyer Sports Complex at Maysville State University. It's simple for Hatton-Northwood. Sweep the season series of Findlay Sharon-Hope-Page and move on. However, it seems like the stakes for the Spartans are a bit higher. Findlay Sharon-Hope-Page is also fighting to extend its time at the tournament after an 0-1 showing on Saturday. However, again, the Spartans are also potentially playing their final game as a co-op. Number 3 seed, Hatton-Northwood. Number 5 seed, Findlay Sharon-Hope-Page. We'll tell you all about these two teams coming up and then some on our Insurance pregame show and our pregame coaches' comments. This is North Dakota High School baseball coverage on yourliveevent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today. One of the main benefits of moving to the Halstead Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Welcome back to our Insurance pregame show. I'm now joined by the head coach of the Hatton-Northwood Thunder, Dennis Krupner. Already one game down, 1-0, 11-1 versus Larimore. How you feeling, Coach? How's the team feeling?
Yeah, I think we're doing all right. We did what we needed to get.
Welcome back to our Insurance pregame show, now joined by the head coach of Hatton-Northwood, Dennis Krupner. A 1-1 day on Saturday. You come into the ballpark, you're the second game of the tournament here in day 2. What's your initial thoughts, Coach Krupner?
Well, now it's, you have to win or you go home, and so that's kind of what our emphasis is going to be. Just take care of us, make sure we're making good decisions in the field the ball cleanly, get ahead in the count so we can get to our breaking ball, and hopefully come out of here with a W today.
What was the mood like shifting from an 11-1 run rule win over Larimore to getting run ruled yourself?
These guys are pretty resilient. Obviously, they didn't want to lose that second game, but they bounced back quick. That's one thing I will say about them is it's the energy comes back up, and they have amnesia, like we talk about all the time. You have to move on to that next play, and that's kind of what these guys do.
And moving on to a team you're familiar with, Finley Cherno Page. Last time you saw them, 10-4 victory for your Thunder. What's going to be different this time around? They got Ryan Tweet on the mound today.
You know, like I said, Ryan's going to bring some heat. He's going to be around the zone. We're going to have to be ready to hit. Make sure we get our front foot down and get on time with him. Barrel the ball up. That's going to be the big thing for us. Barrel the ball up, put some pressure on the defense.
How big is it for you on Saturday to have both Colton Conshock and Grant Mundell not reach their pitch limit while starting Austin Rigg today?
You know, it's big, but we got a whole bunch of kids we threw this year. I mean, so we got kids we can put on the mound, throw strikes, and we're just going to have to play some defense behind them is a big thing.
In your so many years as head coach for the Thunder, what's it like as a mentality for you when you come into a game and it's win or go home? What's the general atmosphere like?
You know, you still have to stay relaxed. That's the biggest thing. You don't want to put any more pressure on it that's already on it. Just remind the kids, hey, there's going to be some things. The ball's going to bounce funny. How are we going to respond to that? You know, like I said before, next play is kind of a big thing for us, and just play loose.
Coach, any final keys and thoughts of the ball game?
No, like I said, it's going to come down to making plays, throwing strikes, not giving free passes on the base pass. And for us, it's going to come down to getting a pitch and hammering it.
Coach, thanks for your time and good luck today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Dennis Carpenter, longtime coach of the Thunder of Hatton-Northwood. His squad currently 9-8 overall, 3-4 at home, 2-3 on the road. Those will not matter anymore. What does matter? They are 6-6 in Region 2 and 4-1 on neutral site fields. The Thunder are 1-1 so far in this Region 2 tournament. On Saturday, as Joseph Stetz keeps correcting me, as if Sunday didn't even exist. On Saturday, first game of the day on this Region 2 tournament, Hatton-Northwood defeated Larimore 11-1 and followed up with an 11-1 defeat to the Thompson Tommies later on in the Saturday first day round. Thunder, Dennis Carpenter, his pregame coach's comments. We'll get to Coach Larry Fontaine of Finley Cherno Page when we come back on our Iron Insurance pregame show in the second half of our pregame coach's comments.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Welcome back to our Iron Insurance pregame show. Now joined by the head coach of Finley Cherno Page, Coach Larry Fontaine. About to start game number 2 of the day. Yesterday, a pitcher's duel with Hillsborough Central Valley. How you feeling so far this Monday?
Oh, we're feeling fine. We're ready to play. We still have 3 kids that are very capable pitchers left to go today. Hopefully we come out and play as good as defense as we did on Saturday. We had 2 errors. Landon gave up one run, one unearned run, and we held them in check pretty well, I thought, and played pretty well defensively. Had one little miscue on the stolen base, but other than that, we played pretty well. We need to get our bats rolling today, and if we can get our bats rolling, play some defense, we'll be okay.
With Landon's stellar pitching outing on Saturday, how can Ryan Tweet follow that up even better?
Well, Ryan's as good as a pitcher as Landon is, if not better. The kids voted him our best pitcher of the year, so the kid is fantastic, but he's kind of Jekyll and Hyde. Some days he's really on. When he's on, he's unhittable, and the other days when he's not, it's lights out for him. But we're looking, it's a senior year, might be his last. Time on the mound, so I think we're going to get a great performance out of him.
You're facing Austin Rigg, who's more of a fastball pitcher for Hatton-Northwood. Last time out versus the Thunder in early May, you faced Colton Conshock, who pitches a bit more junk. What are you expecting with Rigg with more fastballs, and how can your team adjust to that?
we hit the fastball better than we hit the junk. We don't hit the junk very well. We haven't hit that well all year, so we're ready for the kid. We knew he was going to pitch, and we'll give him a good game.
Coach, nothing set in stone. It could be today, tomorrow, in the state tournament as we got a foul ball. Thanks for the cover. What's the mood been like as, of course, the co-op of Findlay Chernow Page coming to an end after the end of this season? What's been the mood like knowing that any day could be the end of the co-op?
No, we're fine. We're just going to go out and play. The kids are resilient. They're not letting that bother them. We're going to go and have a good time and play some baseball.
Coach, any final keys and thoughts to this ball game?
No, same as before. Hit the ball, catch the ball, throw the ball. We'll be fine.
That's right, Coach. Thanks for your time and good luck.
Roger, thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Coach Larry Fontaine, for his pregame coach's comments here in our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at IrieINS.com. Findlay Chernow Page, overall in the season, 7-13, 3-7 in Region 2, and 2-4 in neutral site games. They are 0-1 so far in this Region 2 tournament. They fell to their Region 2 rival, Hillsborough Central Valley, on Saturday, 2-0 in a pitcher's duel. Landon Koenig pitching very, very efficiently, still fell off the loss, and now have to play for their playoff lives here against Hatton-Northwood. The second time these two teams have met. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. But before that, of course, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by a special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. So thanks to the High School Activities Association of North Dakota, and thanks to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Once again, your Iron Insurance pregame show churns on. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsborough. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsborough office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsborough provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsborough and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsborough, proud to support this community event.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. We're at Scott Berry Field for game number 2 today here on Monday. And this one between the number 5 seed Findlay Chernow Page and number 3 seeded Hatton-Northwood. Let's get to our starting lineups and see some faces on this ball game. Faces of these teams. We'll start off with the away team on the scoreboard. The lower seed Findlay Chernow Page on the mound for the Spartans. Ryan Tweet, the senior, making his start today. Owen Zerfus leads off for the Spartans. He'll play at catcher. Liam Satcham will play at second base in the 2-hole. Landon Koenig bats third. He'll play at first base. Braden Mitchell will play at shortstop and bat in the cleanup position. Ryan Tweet will bat 5 spot. He's on the mound, of course. Grant Irie out at third base. He's batting 6. 7 is Bryce Juliuson out in left field. Dylan Reamer out in center field. And Hayden Hushka rounding it out in right. In the 9-hole, it goes Zerfus, Satcham, Koenig, Mitchell, Tweet, Irie, Juliuson, Reamer, Hushka. Now it's time for the Hatton-Northwood Thunder. Austin Rigg on the mound for the Thunder, matching up against Ryan Tweet. Batting-wise, it goes Grant Mondal. He's on third base. Derek Carpenter at shortstop. Colton Conshock at third spot and playing at first base. Austin Rigg on the mound. He's batting cleanup. Fabian Carrillo at second base. In the 5-hole, Mike Steinbrink out in left field at 6th spot. Teddy Petrick in center field once again. Carson Bodine at catcher. And rounding it out at number 9 is Hunter Tweet out in right field. For the Thunder again, it goes Mundell, Carpenter, Conshock, Rigg, Carrillo, Steinbrink, Petrick, Bodine, and Tweet. Rigg on the mound, starting things off for the Thunder. He'll face Owen Zerfus as this game is set to begin. Once again, your Starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities, online at crystalsugar.com. We'll take a quick 30-second break, and we'll come back with the first pitch of this ball game. Finley, Sherno Page, and Hatton-Northwood on yourliveevent.com.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
Welcome back to yourliveevent.com game number 2 in the Region 2 tournament, Monday edition. It's between the Thunder and the Spartans. Finley Sherno Page taking on Hatton-Northwood. Our first matchup here at the plate will feature Austin Rigg and Owen Zerfus. They have not seen each other this season. The only time Hatton-Northwood and Finley Sherno Page have played this season was back on Tuesday, May 11th, in a 10-4 victory for the Thunder. Colton Conshock pitched in that game. Austin Rigg, coming into this ball game for his Thunder squad, holds a 4.08 ERA, 15 strikeouts, 11 walks. He is 2-2 on the season. Owen Zerfus batting leadoff, bats .297, one of the main leaders for this Spartan squad. First pitch ready to begin here on yourliveevent.com. Hatton-Northwood and Finley Sherno Page underway. A swinging strike by Owen Zerfus at 12:51. A very odd time for a first pitch. Nonetheless, here we are in the Region 2 tournament. Rigg now up 0-1 to Zerfus for the second deal. Is cracked out to Carrillo at second base. Fields it cleanly, fires in time to Conshock. One down in the top of the first. A two-pitch at bat for Zerfus, grounding into Carrillo. That one goes at 4-3. It brings on Liam Satcham. Satcham just right under Zerfus at 292 on the season. He bats from the right side as well. Only one hit for Finley Sherno Page in their game against Hillsborough Central Valley on Saturday. Big wave, no contact for Satcham. 2-0 that game in favor of the Burros. That one hit belongs to Dylan Reamer. Another 0-1 count. This one's fouled off. Quickly 0-2 on Satcham.
You know, today's game, it is very windy, as you can hear from the mics. And honestly, you know, with me and the iPad, I'm going to have to kind of look like a defensive coordinator in football. Just have to have it covering the mic.
You just need the visor and you're set. That one misses down and away. 1-2 on Satcham.
I'm going to get an Andy Reid visor. That's what I'm going to get
ticket.
for
That's the
a
ticket.
mask.
Now next is the mustache. 1-2 from Rigg is down in the dirt. 2-2 evened up. Finley Sherno Page is 1-4 since Hatton-Northwood defeated them. A 4-game skid. They are the 5 seed. This one's grounded through the hole at third. No, it's going to be picked up and thrown over to Conshock in time by Mundal for out number 2. Grant Mundal moves to his left and fires a strike to record the second out and brings on Lennon Koenig, the 3-spot hitter. That play goes 5-3, 2 ground outs in a row for Rigg and the Thunder. Koenig takes first pitch high for ball 1. Koenig leads the Spartans in many categories. .372 batting average, 29 RBIs, 2 home runs. And strike right there, 1-1.
And so far in today's tournament, or Saturday's tournament game, 0-2 with a strikeout and a walk.
Mixed day for Koenig. He was also absolutely amazing on the mound. He swings at a low pitch. Might have tipped that one. 1-2 nonetheless on Koenig.
Yeah, you can talk about the performance he had against the Burros on Saturday, but it was just, you know, the Spartans just could not get a run for him. But he pitched a gem of a game.
This one hits Mundal at third and fired to Conshock on 1 foot for out number 3. 10 pitches to retire the Spartans. 3 up, 3 down, 3 ground outs for Austin Rigg and Hatton-Northwood. We head to the bottom of the first for the Thunder's turn with the crack of the bat. On your Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard, it's 0-0 Hatton-Northwood and Finley Sherno Page here in the Region 2 baseball tournament.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Time for the bottom of the first, and the Thunder's turn at the plate. Grant Mundall will lead off for Hatton-Northwood. Derek Carpenter will follow, and Colton Conshock. If any reach and are not picked off, it's Austin Rigg in the cleanup spot. They will face Ryan Tweet, the stellar senior pitcher, here in potentially his final game as a Spartan, and potentially the final game for Finley Sharon Page as a co-op. The co-op dissolving in the offseason. Some will go to Mayport CG, Finley Sharon will, and Hope Page is still up in the air. Ryan Tweet on the season, a 5.13 ERA, 53 strikeouts, leads the team, 16 walks, the fewest amount of any starters for the Spartans. He faces Grant Mundall, number 10, from the left side, righty-lefty matchup to start things off in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. This one called strike right at the chest of Mundall. 0-1 early for Tweet. Grant Mundall batting .297 this season. Here's the second pitch. This one misses the outside corner. 1-1.
And of course, in tournament play, he's 1 for 3 with a walk. No strikeouts, but he did score 2 runs in the game earlier against Larimore on Saturday.
This one misses high. 2-1 on Mundall. Of course, the Spartans fell to Thunder on Tuesday, May 11th at Hope at Frost Field. The Thunder already 1-0 against Finley Sharon Page. That one misses as well, 3-1. Tweet one pitch away from walking the leadoff batter for Hatton-Northwood. This one hits the outside corner, run it full, 3-2.
It looks like Ryan Tweet, especially to lefties, are the opening batter. He's going to stick on the outside. He's going to live and die by the outside black.
This one blooped out in the left center field. It falls down for a leadoff hit for Grant Mundall. He's going to stretch it out to second base and slides in for a leadoff double for his Thunder squad. Opportunistic as always, seeing the lackadaisical play out in center field, and just in no man's land that ball fell. Grant Mundall, the leadoff hitter, puts the Jets on and is in scoring position for Carpenter. First hit of the ball game, courtesy of Grant Mundall. Now the freshman Derek Carpenter faces the senior Ryan Tweet. Tweet delivers. This one immediately taken out the left field past Irie. Mundall will hold at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Carpenter jumped on the first pitch and made it count.
He was not waiting around, jumped on it, hit it through the 6 hole, and he's on board. Now that we got the first and third situation, more likely we'll see a steal here, especially with Colton Conshock at the plate. A very, very good hitter in his own right.
Somebody you don't want to see with runners at the corner, somebody in scoring position. He has a batting average of .353, has a batted in 15 RBIs. Carpenter goes, of course. A small toss from Zerfis that hits the grass. That one in the zone. 0-1 on Conshock.
I couldn't tell if that was a designed throw like that, or if it just slipped out of his hand as he was trying to get it back to Tweet.
Already jittery early, maybe. This one outside corner. 0-2 on Conshock. He was the one that was on the mound for Hatton-Northwood when the Thunder took care of the Spartans back on May 11th. They called that 1-1 actually. This one over out the right field line, and it drops for a base hit. Grant Mondal comes in to score. Carpenter on his high horse. He races the home, and it's cut off by Koenig. It's 2-0 after a 2-run base knock by Colton Gonchak.
Exactly right there. Put runners in scoring position. Just slap it down the right field line, and that's a 2 RBI single. 2 RBI hit, and it's a good start for the Thunder. Again, the first 3 batters on the base paths.
3 straight singles to begin this bottom of the first frame for the Thunder. Brings on Austin Rigg, the power hitter and the pitcher. He takes ball 1 high against Tweet. Not the ideal start for Tweet. Potentially his final game. The Thunder are the 3 seed. Spartans the 5 seed. Thunder a even 6-6 in the Region 2 area. This one swung on and missed by Rigg. 1-1. The wind at 20 miles per hour here at Scott Berry Field. It was blowing in, so if you're expecting a home run, hold your breath. That one held up by Rigg. He does not swing. It is 2-1 in Austin's favor. The Thunder aren't no slouches. They took 2 of 3 from Hillsborough Central Valley, but they have not beat. As the runner is checked at first, Gonchak gets back in time. The Thunder have not beat Mayport, CG, or Thompson, a 1 and 2 seed respectively. Here is the 2-1. This one swung on a miss, tipped into the glove of Zerfus, and it's 2-2.
You know, Rigg in these tournament play in 2 games, he's 1 for 6 with a 167 batting average. He does have a run batted in, but he also has 2 strikeouts.
This one might be another RBI. If it finds a gap, it doesn't, but it's over the head of Satcham, and into first base cleanly is Rigg with 4 singles in a row by Hatton-Northwood and Gonchak and scoring position. 4 hits for Hatton-Northwood. Austin Rigg adds to his .375 batting average with Fabian Carrillo stepping into the plate.
And a nice piece of hitting there, up and away pitch there. He just goes with it, takes it out to right field, and now he's got Gonchak in position for Carrillo.
Carrillo takes that one in the dirt, spits on it, 1-0. Dennis Carpenter, the head coach of Hatton-Northwood, giving the signs to his players out at second and first. Here's the 1-0. Carrillo tries to put a bunt down, founds it back to the backstop. It's 1-1.
You know, even if the bunt doesn't be successful, you keep the defense honest. You keep them on your toes instead of letting them play back a little bit more. So, you know, it's a smart baseball play with no one out to advance the runners, put them both in scoring position, but we'll see what happens here with Carrillo.
Already up 2-0 and 3 outs to spare. That one misses high, 2-1. Why not put both men in scoring position, which is 1 out potentially?
And that time he did not show. So he showed on the strike. He does not show on the both balls. Let's see what will come here, 2-1.
Carrillo takes that one swinging, fouls it back to the net, evened up 2 balls, 2 strikes on Fabian Carrillo. 4 singles in a row for Hatton-Northwood to begin the game. It scores Grant Mundall and Derek Carpenter. RBI singles by Colton Gonchak and Austin Rigg. Here's the 2-2, and it froze Carrillo up. He knew it. A curveball that broke inside for Ryan Tweet in his first strikeout of the ball game.
Beautiful front door curve, righty to righty right there. Just hit the inner half black at the knees, and that's a perfect pitch, especially with a batter who, you know, was kind of flailing all over the place. The bunt was a for sure pitch on the outer half, was a ball, and the upstairs foul ball. So, you know, got him to sit on one and froze him.
This one misses outside against Mike Steinbrink, left fielder batting in the 6 hole. He is batting .306 this season, a healthy .306 with 11 RBIs. Let's see if he can add to his total with Gonchak at second, and he just might. A flare out in the right. It drops in front of the outfielder and racing to third base, and now home is Gonchak. No slide. At third base now is Rigg, and caught in a pickle is Steinbrink between second and first. Koenig chases him down, and he will be tagged out by the second baseman Satcham for the first out of the ball game, but it's an RBI single for Steinbrink nonetheless, bringing home Colton Gonchak.
Wasn't a very effective pickle, but hey, got the job done, got the out, kept the runner at third base, and now you have 2 out with the runner at third, and you still have a chance to get out of this inning with only 3 runs.
5 hits, 2 runs. Now 3 runs in this bottom of the first inning for Hatton-Northwood. Man at third base. There's 2 outs, with Petrick taking strike 1 at the chest. Petrick, righty-righty, wearing number 3. He bats .298 this season. The 0-1 from Tweet, taken out to center field. It's heading for Reamer, and he has to move just an inch to record the third and final out. But in the inning, Hatton-Northwood blisters Ryan Tweet for 4 straight singles and 5 overall for 3 runs. On your Tim Gazette CSL scoreboard, Hatton-Northwood leads Findlay Cheryl Page 3-0 as we head to the top of the second.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a Young Savers Club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The aisles at Mix Grocery and Hope are filled with products you know and love. That's why Mix Grocery is your one-stop shop for all of your shopping needs. Mix has a deli, bakery, produce, and fresh meat. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or trying a new recipe, you'll find what you need at a great value. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mix Grocery in Hope, North Dakota. 701-945-2691.
3-0, Hatton-Northwood leads Findlay Cheryl Page. On your Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard, we're in the top of the second now. Due up for the Spartans is Braden Mitchell, Ryan Tweet, and Grant Irie. Due up for the Spartans once again are Braden Mitchell, Ryan Tweet, Grant Irie, the shortstop, the pitcher, and the third baseman. Ryan Tweet, a shaky start to the first inning to say the less for Findlay Cheryl Page in this game, right down 3-0. A base knock by Grant Mondong, followed by a base hit by Carpenter, Conshock, and Rigg, and eventually Mike Steinbrink to put up 3 runs in the first. Braden Mitchell, the freshman, sees if he can find a rebuttal here in the top of the second now. Granted, plenty of ball game left to play. Rigg back on the mound, of course. Righty-righty matchup, and first pitch taken out to thought was going to be Carpenter, and it's picked off out by Mundall at third to retire Mitchell.
It is the Mundall show so far on the defensive side for the Thunder. I think that's his 3rd fielded ground ball out, or 3rd.
It is now, yeah, 5-3, 5-3, 5-3, the last 3 outs for Findlay Cheryl Page.
And yeah, he cut off the shortstop that time, but he still made the play, so nothing bad is said about that.
Ryan Tweet takes the ball inside, 1-0. Tweet batting .313 this season. Mitchell was batting .333 before that ground out. Here's the 1-0 from Rigg. That one's high chin music. 2-0 on Tweet. Mitchell took the first pitch of the inning to third base to Mundall. Here's a 2-0 to Tweet. This one cracked the Carpenter. He will field that, and he boots it right between his glove. He fires the first anyway, and Ryan Tweet is safe at first after the error by Derek Carpenter. Not the first hit of the ball game for Findlay Cheryl Page, but the first base runner is Ryan Tweet. He's 6 on the play and brings on Grant Irie, the third baseman, wearing number 14. Grant this season batting .250. He has 18 RBIs to his credit. If he finds a gap, there is a big gap out in right center field. It looks like we have a courtesy runner, for Ryan Tweet, since he is the pitcher. It is Cody Reamer, the junior, for Findlay Cheryl Page. Tweet retreats back to the Spartan dugout. Cody Reamer at first base now. Grant Irie at the plate. Austin Rigg pitching from the stretch now. Righty-righty matchup once again. Rigg checks Reamer, not in time. First base runner, Matt Rigg, has to face this game. First pitch now to Irie in this plate appearance on its way. This one just misses outside, 1-0.
And Grant Irie, of course, 0 for 3 on his line, 2 strikeouts and a flyout to the second baseman in that game earlier against the Burros on Saturday.
This one also misses outside just barely, 2-0 on Irie, showing off that eye. The Spartans were 0-2 in Region 2 play in the tournament in 2019. Swung on and miss. Going is Reamer to second, and the throw from Bodine is in time. Bodine guns him down at second for out number 1 of the inning. Bodine has a knack for that. He threw out a Finley Chernow Page runner in the May 11th game at the Thunder won 10-4. It's a 2-1 count now on Irie. That one taken high, 3 balls, 1 strike for Grant. Like I was saying, the Spartans 0-2 in the Region 2 tourney in 2019. And that one inside. And a 5-pitch walk for Grant Irie. He replaces Reamer with 1 out. It's the first walk of the day for Rigg. Brings on Bryce Juliuson, left fielder, sophomore. The Spartans' 2019 season ended to Hatton-Northwood in a 6-4 loss. Maybe a little retribution here. Runner checked. Almost got away from Conshock. Able to snag that one. Bryce Juliuson this season batting .318, number 4. Takes that one inside and high, 1-0. Man at first base is Grant Irie. Rigg with the 1-0 count. That one a bit outside. Bodine had to contort to find that one. 2-0 against Juliuson. After Braden Mitchell grounded out on the first pitch of the inning, now the man at first base. This one lifted in the air out in the left field, and it drops for a base hit right in front of Steinbrink. 2 men on, 1 out for Finley Chernow Page. 2 outs as a base knock for Bryce Juliuson keeps the inning alive. This brings on Dylan Reamer. He's playing center field today, batting in the 8-hole. Whereas number 2, Dylan, so far this season, an odd, yet even a .333 batting average. 9 RBIs, the 10th one possibly out there. That one misses the mark, 1-0 against Reamer.
And so far in an inning and 2/3, Austin Rigg 24 pitches, 12-12, balls and strike ratio.
Juliuson with the first base knock, Finley Chernow Page. This one goes Mandal, and he tags out the lead runner Irie, and that will do it for the Spartans in the top of the 3rd. 1 hit, 1 error, no walks, no runs, 1 walk by Rigg. And we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Hatton-Northwood, it's still up over Finley Chernow Page, 3-0 on your Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
Of the Finley Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
1 hit and 1 walk for the Spartans in the top of the 2nd was not enough for Finley Chernow Page to creep onto the scoreboard. 3-0. Hatton-Northwood leads Finley Chernow Page on your Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. We're in the bottom of the 2nd. Due up for the Thunder are Carson Bodine, Hunter Twee, and Grant Mundall. That is the 8-9 and the leadoff hitter for Hatton-Northwood. 5 hits and 3 runs so far for this Thunder squad. They jumped on Ryan Tweet early. He's in his 2nd inning now. The senior hoping his time in the sun at Finley Cherno Page doesn't come to an end on this Monday afternoon. Owen Zerfus back out behind home plate. Fellow senior for Finley Cherno Page. Only 3 seniors on the roster for the Spartans, as well as William Erickson, number 21. Leading off once again is Carson Bodine, the catcher. He wears number 18. Carson so far this season, 125. He just gunned down Cody Reamer, in the top of the second after the stolen base attempt. This one misses outside, 1-0. Bodine leading off for the Thunder, who are 4-6 in the last 10. That one finds a zone, 1-1. The Thunder 4-6 in the last 10 after starting the season 4-0. Lost 3 straight afterwards. Here's an even count from Tweet. Righty-lefty matchup. Swung on, no contact. 1-2 in favor of Tweet. The Thunder were 3-2 in the Region 2 tourney last season. They lost to Hillsborough Central Valley to end their season. This one's cracked out to Mitchell at shortstop. He fires over to Koenig in time. Can of corn type of play from Mitchell right at him, and there's 1 down. 6-3 for Bodine, and it brings on Hunter Tweet. 9-0 hitter, out in right field and a lefty. Where's number 12, the first pitch? Ryan Tweet to Hunter Tweet, swung on and missed. No relation between the two, that's spelled differently anyway. Hunter Tweet batting 83 this season, 0-83. He fouls that one off quickly, 0-2 on the batter, Hunter Tweet. The Thunder's season in 2019 ended to Hillsborough Central Valley 7-1, Thursday, May 23rd, 2019. Here's the 0-2 from Tweet, and a weak swing in the dirt, in a good morning, good afternoon, and good night type of at-bat for Hunter Tweet and Ryan Tweet. The swinging K. That's Ryan's second strikeout of the day. Brings on the second consecutive lefty batter, and that is Grant Mundall. This one hits and paints the outside corner, 0-1. Three consecutive lefty batters. This one a bit outside, 1-1 on Mundall now. And his first at-bat, he led off the game in the bottom of the first with a base knock. This one fouled back, 0-2 now on Mundall. 1 for 1 with a base hit, a single, and a run scored to begin this ball game on your Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. He's in danger of becoming Ryan Tweet's third strikeout victim. 0-2, 2 out, nobody on. Ryan Tweet to Grant Mundall. This one over to Mitchell, played on a knee, fired to Koenig, and in time to retire the speedy Mundall. 3 up, 3 down for Ryan Tweet and the Spartans. No runs, no hits, no walks, no errors. We head to the top of the third, 2 completed here at Scott Berry Field. Hatton-Northwood 3, Finley Cherno Page 0 on your Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
There's a lot to love about Hillsborough, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between 2 of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsborough embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsborough invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsborough. Visit hillsborough-nd.com to learn more about Hillsborough, a small town with big opportunity.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
The bottom of the lineup for Finley Shernote Page leads things off here in the top of the third. It's Hayden Hushka, the right fielder, against Austin Rigg in his third inning. It's 3-0 Hatton-Northwood over Finley Shernote Page. Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard. Another righty-righty matchup underway to start this third inning off. Swung on, no contact. Quickly 0-1 on Hushka here in his first plate appearance. Now Hushka with the 0-1 from Rigg. This curveball broke inside, did not find the inside corner, and it's 1-1. Now 1-1 even count, grounded to Mundal. Played nicely on the line, and it's just foul. The backhand play from Mundal. He was ready to load up like Nolan Arenado and throw off one leg potentially. Would have been a heck of a play. The home plate umpire waves it off. It is a long 1-2 now on Hushka. 1-2 now from Rigg. This one in the dirt, gets away from Bodine. Even up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hushka this season so far for number 16 is batting .239. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Rigg. This one fell back. We'll do it again. Finley Shernote Page lost 2-0 on Saturday, May 22nd, this past weekend versus Hillsborough Central Valley, who they are 0-3 against in this 2021 campaign. This one in the dirt. Did Hushka go? No, he did not. It's full count now, 3-2. Hushka steps back into the box. Rigg now with the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed in the first K of the day for Austin Rigg. Out number 1 recorded here in the top of the third. Now top of the order for Finley Shernote Page once again, Owen Zerfus, who on the second pitch of the game grounded out to the shortstop, Fabian Carrillo. A quick at-bat for Owen. Now against Rigg for the second time. That's one inside, 1-0. I believe we have time for an in-game update. Joseph Stentz with our runs, hits, and errors so far in this game. The 1-0 count from Rigg to Zerfus. This one just misses high, 2-0.
Yes, and your in-game update is Finley Shernote Page. 0 runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base.
That one paints the outside corner. 2-1, first strike against Zerfus.
For the Hatton-Northwood Thunder, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base.
2-1 is lifted out in the right field. Has some air time, but it will fall just foul. Now scoots near the Thunder bullpen. A long strike, 2-2 on Zerfus. Your in-game update brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. For auto, farm, home, and business, visit with Ryan Updahl and Rich Gerke at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsborough. 2-2 count on Owen Zerfus versus Austin Rigg, 1 out. In the top of the third, that curveball froze Owen up. He flinched at it, but it did not break inside the zone. And it's run full, 3-2 on the senior. Payoff pitch from Rigg once again. This one grounded to Krill on a chopper, plays it cleanly over to Konchak in time. Sidearm throw for out number 2. 2 ground outs to Fabian Carrillo here for Owen Zerfus. Two outs. This brings on Liam Satcham. He grounded out to Mundell in the first inning. Here's Rigg's first offering. That curveball, filthy and efficient, 0-1. Lots of ground balls for Rigg, and right on cue, Carpenter boots one once again out at shortstop. His second error of the day, and it puts on Liam Satcham with 2 outs, excuse me. Another E6 for Carpenter. Landon Koenig, the 3-0 hitter who grounded out to Mundell in the first, steps into the plate. Spartans got to take advantage of those errors too now by Carpenter, the freshman, the youngin'. That one misses high, 1-0. Satcham at first base with a modest lead, guarded by Conshock. Righty-righty matchup, checked by Rigg. Back in time is Satcham. So far this season for Carpenter, he has committed 12 errors, make that 14. This one paints the outside corner, 1-1. Koenig, one of the leading hitters, as we have mentioned, leads the team in RBIs and batting average. A 1-1 count from Rigg. This one grounded to Mundell, plays it on a hop, fires a Conshock in time, and the side is retired for Finley Chernow-Page in the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third with Hatton-Northwood up 3-0 on your Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Spartans as they compete both on and off the field. You've put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish your goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience that you can trust to get the job done with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, contact Triple E Incorporated 701-668-2258 or stop by the office in Page. Make your next project a winner with the team from Triple E Incorporated of Page, cheering on the Finley Sharon Hope Page Spartans.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3us.
Welcome back to Scott Berry Field at the lovely Mayville State University campus here at the Al Meyer Sports Complex. Bottom of the third, Hatton-Northwood 3, Finley Chernow-Page 0. Ryan Tweet back on the mound for his third inning of work potentially. He's given up 5 hits so far, 3 runs against this Thunder squad. They come back with Derek Carpenter, who has committed 2 errors out in the field at shortstop today. And I believe 4 overall this Region 2 tournament to lead things off here in the bottom of the third. Carpenter singled in his last at-bat in the first. That was the second of 4 straight base knocks by Hatton-Northwood against Ryan Tweet to help secure that 3-0 lead. The first one out in front of it, 0-1. Carpenter 1 for 1 with a hit and a run scored. A fantastic freshman, batting in the higher 300s. That one misses away and down, 1-1. Tweet has settled in. He has struck out 2 in 2 innings. This one is grounded just foul past Grant Irie at left. On the left field line at third base. It's 1-2 on Carpenter. One and two from Tweet, looking for his third strikeout against Carpenter now. This one got him inside swinging. He would have jammed him anyway. And there's one down here in the bottom of the third. Third strikeout of the day for Ryan Tweet.
And so far, through the second time through the order, of course, they're going to be facing Ryan Tweet. The first 2 hitters have gone down to both outs, 1 strikeout, 1 ground out. And so far, that was the killer in that top of the first, or the bottom of the first inning, was all 3 of the top 3 batters for the Thunder were able to get on base.
Conshock, who helped those runners on the base path find their ways home with a RBI single. 3rd in a row against Tweet. He now has a 0-1 count. It will be 0-2. That one gets out of play. Almost a spectacular play from Landon Koenig, crashing into the Thunder bullpen fence. He gets dapped up from Tweet. He loves that effort. Koenig, we call Blake Jacobson the bulldozer in basketball, but he almost put down that fence for reconstruction. It's 0-2 now on Conshock. Tweet fires away. That one's in the dirt. Bounce before the plate. 1-2. Senior versus senior, potentially for the last time. This one right back to Tweet. Barely got it in time. Fires to Koenig. Out number 2 down. Nice cat-like reflexes by Ryan Tweet. Just by the inch of the leather at the end of his glove, finds that bouncer, and he fires in time to Koenig. That one goes a 1-3.
And it's my favorite terminology in baseball, the PFP, pitcher fielding position.
Thank you for that, Joseph. I felt it coming. Rigg felt that pitch coming and nails it to the left side, just foul into the bullpen of the Spartans. 0-1. Rigg so far 1 for 1 with the RBI single. This one, it misses high. 1-1. The Thunder on this season average 7 runs per game. They have 3 right now, all in the bottom of the first. This one, big wave, no contact, 1-2.
And again, you can feel the wind. The wind is a huge factor in today's ball game because, of course, to right-handers, it's affecting the pull ball. So if you try and get one in the air, it's going to get caught up in the wind and pulled back.
1-2, held up. Rigg does not follow. 2-2. He flinched for a second. Tweet looking for his second strikeout of the inning. 2-2. This one out in the left field, carried, and on a bead on it out in left is Juliuson, and it falls into his glove for out number 3 for Ryan Tweet and the Spartans here in the bottom of the third. It goes 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the 4th. Hatton-Northwood still leads Finley Chernow Page 3-0 on your Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
Serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities, Goose River Heating and Cooling. Call Corey today and visit about installing a new Ruud air conditioner. When the temperature rises, stay cool with a Ruud system installed by the professionals at Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsboro. Call Corey today, 701-430-1990, and stay cool with the help of a Ruud air conditioning system from Goose River Heating and Cooling, serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success, and they wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead and a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration, staff, and students at the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Top of the 4th for Finley's Sharon Hope Page against Austin Rigg, heading to his 4th inning. Due up for the Spartans, Braden Mitchell, Ryan Tweet, and Grant Irie. Mitchell, Tweet, Irie, all without a base hit between them. Mitchell's 0 for 1 so far on the ball game. He grounded out to Grant Mondal, who has been busy so far in game number 2 of the Region 2 tournament here on this Monday afternoon. Mundal, if we count things up quickly, 1, 2, 3, 4. If there's a 4th one, I believe there is at some point, but Grant Mundal has been a staple of this Hatton-Northwood defense early on in this game. As we get to the middle part now, once again, it's Austin Rigg versus Braden Mitchell. Derek Zimmerman, Geyer, Joseph Stetz with you here for game number 2 of this Region 2 tournament here today, Monday. Brady Siebel's had game number 1 between Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Larimore. The Burros defeated the Polar Bears 11-1 and keep their season alive. This one misses high, 1-0 against Mitchell. Right on the dot in time, if needed, Ryan Tweet still in the game. This one misses it down and away. Hit the dirt. It's 2-0 on Mitchell. Landon Koenig is still available after 90 pitches on Saturday. Owen Zerfus also available. He has not pitched. Landon Koenig pitched all game long on Saturday. All 6 innings for the Spartans. It's a 3-0 count here against Mitchell. That one right down the pipe, 3-1. Rigg has walked 1, struck out 1 in 3 innings so far. His 3-1 is fouled and run full, 3-2. Ryan Tweet, who is on deck, retrieves the foul ball. In the hole is Grant Irie.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Brady Siebels. Brady's getting ready for game number 3 here at Scott Berry Field. The 3-2 payoff pitch is taken for ball 4 high by Braden Mitchell for a leadoff walk, the second of the day by Austin Rigg.
As we got a chance, let's reset the defense for the Hatton-Northwood Thunder. They're the battery mates, Austin Rigg on the mound, Carson Bodine behind the plate, Colton Conshock at first, Fabian Carrillo at second, Derek Carpenter at short, Grant Mundahl at third base, Michael Steinbrink in left, Teddy Petrick in center, and Hunter Tweet out in right.
Thank you for that, Joseph. That one misses high against Tweet, 1-0. The winner of this game faces Hillsborough Central Valley with their season on the line once again in game number 3 of Monday's session of the Region 2 tournament. Check on the runner. Mitchell back in cleanly. 1 ball, no strikes on Ryan Tweet, who is 0 for 1. He reached on an error by Derek Carpenter. This one blistered out in left center field. Petrick races over in time and records the second out of the inning. That one had a shot for a second. 1 out. Excuse my dyslexia. They're quick on that draw. That one lifted out to Petrick. The wind here, 20 miles per hour. The ball just dying in the air. 0-2 Tweet now. Grant Irie steps in. His first plate appearance, he took a walk. In 5 pitches, that one outside corner, strike 1. Mitchell's at first base after a leadoff walk. Tweet, after 2 pitches, flew out to center field. Another check at the runner, back in time. Only 1 hit for Finley Cherno-Page. It belongs to Bryce Juliuson, who's in the hole, or excuse me, on deck now. This one high on Irie, 1-1. Rigg with a 1 ball, 1 strike count. He finds the advantage, 1-2. Irie took that one looking. Spartans studying Austin Rigg, a fastball pitcher. And Coach Larry Fontaine and assistant coach Jeff Juliuson seem to believe that their hitters are better against fastball throwers. Cannot hit the junk. A loose quote from Coach Jeff Juliuson. Another check on the runner, back in time. 1-2 count still on Irie. He has a walk to his credit. At 1-2 count from Rigg. This one inside. Irie just gets out of the way. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Second meeting of the season between these two teams. One in the regular season, one in the postseason. 2-2 count from Rigg. This one lifted up in the air. Goes over to foul territory. Mundahl should have it, and he does. Second out recorded here in the top of the 4th. Irie fouls out to Grant Mundahl at third. It brings on Bryce Juliuson, who's 1 for 1 with the Spartans' only base hit. A single back in the second inning. 2 outs. Man at first base is Mitchell, the freshman. Juliuson sends that one out to left field and played by Steinbrink. Didn't have to move yet but a foot. And it goes 3 up, 3 down. 4 batters with Irie reaching on the walk. Mitchell reaching on the leadoff walk, and we head to the bottom of the fourth. Hatton-Northwood still on top of Findlay Sharon Page. 3-0. Tim Cassette, seat sale scoreboard.
And Gift, you can find a lot of new spring items and gift ideas to check out. There's everything from new spring decor to gifts for any occasion. Find gift items for Mother's Day, confirmation, graduation, weddings, also birthdays and anniversaries too. Of course, you'll find a great selection of greeting cards for all occasions. Stop in and see what's new at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. And don't forget about your pharmacy and healthcare needs too. They provide in-town delivery and offer mail-out services for their customers. Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Farmers, what do you like on your salad? I'm kind of a Caesar salad kind of guy myself. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance. Now, I am no chef, but I would say a Caesar salad is way tastier to eat than a corn or soybean salad this summer. If you haven't bought your hail insurance yet, give us a call. We would be glad to help, but just don't wait too long because it's way more profitable to bring that crop to the elevator than eat a shredded corn and bean salad all summer long. For more information on our crop hail coverages, go to IrieInsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Fabian Carrillo leads things off for us here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 3-0 Hatton-Northwood over Findlay Sharon Page. Tim Cassette, seat sale scoreboard. Ryan Tweet out for the fourth. He's pitched 3 so far. He misses the first pitch. 1-0 for Carrillo. Carrillo struck out looking in his first at-bat in the first inning. Takes a strike right there. 1-1 against Fabian, who's been busy at second base. This one misses down and away, 2-1. The Thunder have a few pitchers still on the shelf if they elect to move on from Austin Rigg. You know he's pitching pretty well. This one, weakly hit out to Koenig on the right side. He takes it himself for the putout, 1 away here in the bottom of the fourth.
Now up number 33, Mike Steinbrink.
Carrillo 0 for 2 brings on Mike Steinbrink, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI. He was thrown out at second base, got caught in a jam in the first inning. 1 of 5 hits for the Thunder in that bottom of the first. Steinbrink takes first pitch looking, strike 1.
How about we get a chance to reset the defense for the Spartans? Ryan Tweet, Owen Zerfus, the battery mates, 1-2. Lennon Koenig, Liam Satrom, first and second. Braden Mitchell, Grant Irie on the left side of the infield. Bryce Juliuson on left, Dylan Reamer on center, Hayden Huska out and right.
You can also check on the availability like I was talking about with Hatton-Northwood and their pitchers. Both Colton Conshock and Grant Mundell are available to pitch today if needed. They stayed under 91 pitches on Saturday. This one misses down, 2-1. Steinbrink playing left field today. Waiting for the 2-1 count, nobody on. This one hit the corner, fell out of Zerfus' mitt. Runs even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. All 5 hits for the Thunder came in the first inning. Nothing so far after that. This one grounded weakly out to third, picked up and dropped by Irie. Mitchell was charging on it. Is it hit weakly enough? We'll credit an infield single to Mike Steinbrink right on cue for the 6th hit of the game for Hatton-Northwood.
I agree with you on that. I feel like it had been a perfect transfer for it to have been for Grant Irie to have a shot to throw it across the diamond to get the out there at first. I agree. I would have counted that as a hit.
Thanks to us, Steinbrink is now 2 for 2, officially. Maybe Coach Dennis Carpenter has something else to say. That one misses outside, 1-0 against Teddy Petrick, the center fielder, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. This one misses outside, 2-0. Good snap by Zerfus to find that one.
And that's, again, another thing that happens in baseball. You know, there's different perspectives. Everyone has a opinion on it, and you know, you just gotta come together and get the best one or get the right one if it has to be. But I know you have Game Changer up, so you can see the statistics that the coaches are putting in, and I know I have mine, or we have our eyes kind of judging error or hit in that.
3-0 from Sweet and a 4-pitch walk to Petrick. 2 men on, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Steinbrink at second, Petrick now at first. That's the First walk of the day for Ryan Tweet. Brings on Carson Bodine, who grounded out. It's a short in the second. Bodine from the left side once again. This one inside, gets away from Zerfus. Bad hop. Both runners advance to scoring positions. Steinbrink 90 feet away. And Petrick with a thumbs up out at second base. We'll have a meeting of the minds with Ryan Tweet, the infield, and Coach Larry Fontaine. His team is down 3-0. He's given up 6 hits, and it might be time for Ryan Tweet to give the ball. We'll give it a quick 30-second break. When we come back, 3-0 Hatton-Northwood at Finley Chanel Page on your Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard.
More new trades at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. 3 Batwing mowers, used 15-foot models, all available. The price ranges from $7,500 to $15,000. Batwing mowers at Norman County Implement. 08 Wilrich Double Spring Quad X 50-foot has 8-inch shovels priced at $27,000. And remember the new Massey Ferguson compact tractor model 1840 with loader, cab, and all the extras. Talk to Chuck O'Neill for more information. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Thanks you for your business.
Ryan Tweet will stay in the game after meeting with Coach Larry Fontaine. He's at 1-0 count with Carson Bodine. That one misses. 2-0. Bodine 0 for 1, as I mentioned before the break. A ground out. And this one fouled out to right field. This one dies in the air, and it's taken for out number 2 by Hayden Hushka. That one drop? Did that ball drop?
No, it didn't. It was caught by Hayden out there, and it was a tag up at third. Or it was a tag up.
Excuse me, I missed Steinbrink at third base with the barrier in front of us. He tags up on a sac fly, and it's a sacrifice RBI fly for Carson Bodine. It's 4-0 now. Steinbrink scores his first run of the game, brings on Hunter Tweet. And his first pitch, he takes it foul to the right side. Pulls it too much, 0-1.
And yes, getting to it, I should have probably brought up the pitching numbers. Ryan Tweet, 63 pitches as of right now, 40 strikes, 23 balls.
This one fouled again, 0-2 on Tweet quickly. Another Tweet matchup. The winner last time was Ryan Tweet in the bottom of the second, a swinging strikeout. Can he find another one for his 4th strikeout? That one misses outside. 1-2. Been 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 run here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Man at second base. This one put up in the air, shallow right field, and no one will find that one. Drops in front of Hushka, and it's a bloop RBI single for Hunter Tweet, scoring Teddy Petrick.
Those are so good on the offensive end when you can miss-hit a pitch and get it to drop into the outfield like that, just a little bloop. But it's so maddening as a defense going. You couldn't be in that position, or it was just hit so weakly that your outfielders couldn't get in, or your infielders couldn't get out to go get it. It's one of those plays that goes both ways on each side.
That one paints the corner. 0-1 on Mundell, the 7th hit for Hatton-Northwood, and second of this inning. This one misses inside. A little boot and scoot hop from Mundell. 1-1. 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 runs here in the 4th inning, excuse me. Man at first is Hunter Tweet. Here's a 1-1. Weakly hit and squibbed. Tweet with the splits. He might have been better keeping that in his back pocket. He slipped, and it's an infield single for Grant Mundell, his 2nd hit of the game. 3 hits now for Hatton-Northwood in this inning in the bottom of the 4th. And the bases are halfway there with a man at second, a man at first. 2/3 full. It brings on Derek Carpenter, who struck out swinging in his last time, but has a base hit to his name in the first. 1-2 on the day. Meeting Tweet for the 3rd time on this lovely Monday. This one out to the right side and foul. It drops right in front of Koenig. Not happy with his effort not getting there in time. He slaps the stands, and it's a long 0-1 against Carpenter.
And pretty much the only reason he was probably mad at himself on that is because the ball didn't stay in play or was playable to be caught. But he probably made the mind up. He was coming close to the stands. He thought, this one's going to get out into the stands, and just landed just in reach where he could have made the play.
Also 2 outs with a man in scoring position. Carpenter once again fouled off right side out of play. 0-2, Carpenter in the hole.
And again, it's not like Landon Koenig takes plays off in that situation. We saw earlier how he almost went through the bullpen wall there trying to get a fly ball for his pitcher, Ryan Tweed.
He almost tore down Scott Berryfield. A third foul ball by Carpenter right behind us. We'll do it again at 0-2. Bottom of the 4th inning, Hatton-Northwood 5, Finley Cherno Page nothing. 3 hits, 1 walk, and 2 runs here in this inning. Here's an 0-2 to Carpenter, fouled off for the 4th time in a row. The hit and run was on, both runners going. Hunter Tweet is at second. Mundall is at first.
In a situation like that, Derek Carpenter, a free swinger, why not send him 0-2?
Carpenter reaches for that one, but puts it out in the left field. It drops for a base hit, rounding third and scoring all the way from second base. And now a pass ball, 2-run score. Mundall and Tweet score. It's 7-0. Hatton-Northwood starting to unload the runs. Now at third base, after all the commotion, is Derek Carpenter. That counts as an RBI single for Carpenter, and an error on Finley Cherno Page with the throw in. Carpenter now 2 for 3 with an RBI. Mundall, his second run scored. Tweet, his first run scored. 4 runs in this inning. This brings on Colton Conshock, who's 1 for 2. That one missed outside. 1-0. Conshock, base hit in the first, grounded out to Tweet. Now he sends this the right side into his own bullpen to even it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Conshock with an RBI and a run scored can add on another and make it 8-0. And he grounds it over to the right side to Satcham, who stumbled for a minute, and now an error to throw Koenig off the bag brings in the 8th run of the ball game. It scores Derek Carpenter, his 2nd run. It's not an RBI for Conshock. It's an E4. Another error against Finley Cherno Page in this inning. 5 runs for Hatton-Northwood. It is 8-0 Thunder. Now we have Austin Rigg. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. This one put up in the air and foul territory. Fabian Carrillo getting out of the way. It's out of play. A 1-1 on Rigg. The Thunder were up 3-0 after the bottom of the 1st. Took 2 innings off and now have scored 5 here in the 4th. Putting it on Finley Cherno Page outside, 1-1. The Thunder are known for scoring 7 runs per game, but they gave up 6 so far. A shutout for Austin Rigg. Here's the 1-1 now from Tweet, and now this one put out in the left field, and it drops for a base hit right in front of Juliuson. Another smack for the Thunder. 2 men on, 2 out. This brings on Fabian Carrillo. Rigg's 2nd single of the game. He's 2 for 3. 4th hit of this inning. 9 overall for Hatton-Northwood. Carrillo 0 for 2. Struck out looking. And popped up to Koenig at first. Actually a unassisted ticket himself to the bag for Koenig. The ideal batter you want to face in this at bat. Carrillo thinks otherwise. Right back up the middle on a liner. Rounding third base. And coming home to score is Colton Conshock. 9-0 Hatton-Northwood. Carrillo, first pitch swinging. Saw saucer plates. and drives in a run. Carrillo's first hit of the game. 10 hits for Hatton-Northwood. It just keeps on coming and coming and coming. Austin Rigg at second base. This brings on Mike Steinbrink. He's 2 for 2. Two hits, an RBI and a run. He takes ball 1. I believe we're getting back to where this inning started. Steinbrink, if I'm not mistaken, led this inning off. Actually, it was Fabian Carrillo.
Correct. And Fabian Carrillo had an unassisted ground out to Landon Koenig, and most of the damage that they've done in this fourth inning has been on 2 outs.
Both runners advance off the missed throw by Owen Zerfis. A double steal. Carrillo's at second, and Rigg is at third in a 9-0 ball game. Steinbrink now with Tweet. He puts it out to right center field. This one might drop. Hushka finds it and corrals it for the third and final out of the inning. But in this inning, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 6 runs for Hatton-Northwood. They lead Findlay Sherrill-Page 9-0, putting it on the Spartans here in game number 2 of the Region 2 tournament in the Monday edition. Going to the top of the 5th, it is 9-0 Hatton-Northwood on your Tim Gazette seed sale scoreboard.
Precision planting of the 2021 crop has started. Everyone at RDK Enterprises wants you to know these items. Call RDK Enterprises for your planter needs. RDK Enterprises has maintenance parts in stock. Call for precision planter support, 701-636-2119. Please have a safe spring. Thank you for choosing RDK Enterprises for your precision planter needs. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. PlanterDoc.com. It pays to plant with precision.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Austin Rigg has pitched 4 innings, and his offense has helped him out. He's helped himself out as well. It's 9-0 Hatton-Northwood over Findlay Sherrill-Page. We're in the top of the 5th inning for Findlay Sherrill-Page. Here in the 5th, we will see Dylan Reamer, Hayden Hushka, and Owen Zerfis. Not a hit between any of them. Only 1 hit, I believe, for the Spartans so far in this ball game.
Now to bat, number 2, Dylan Reamer.
Dylan Reamer leads things off. He's 0 for 1 as we are in the 5th inning now. One more run by the Thunder sends this run rule in effect and can end the game shortly. See what the Spartans can do in their half. 1-0 to Reamer. That one's inside and high.
If it's been any implication on what it could be, the Spartans will score a run here, and it would probably, if the run rule comes into effect, it'd be at 11-1, because all of the run rules have been 11-1 this whole entire tournament.
Just 1 hit for the Spartans, not helping their cause, and 2 walks. This one misses outside, 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike on Reamer. Austin Rigg has 1 strikeout and 2 walks.
I had a correction on that. Brady reminded me of the 16-1 game Mayport and the Burroughs to end our Saturday broadcast off. So, sorry, Brady, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Lots of games ending early. Lots of explosive bats, especially from the likes of Mayport CG. There's a 5-pitch walk for Dylan Reamer to lead things off here in the top of the 5th, exactly what the doctor ordered. Let's see what else the Spartans can prescribe with Hayden Hushka. That is Rigg's 3rd walk in 4 innings so far. Hushka, first pitch swinging, 0-1. Our next game is the winner between these two. taking on Hillsboro Central Valley, who defeated Larimore 11-1 in game number 1. Technically game number 5 of the Region 2 tournament here at Scott Berry Field. This is game number 6. Here's an 0-1 after the check on the runner. Outside, 1-1. Hushkov, a 9-hole hitter. Down 9-0. This one up high, 2-1. Hushkov working rig right now. Keeping him honest. A moderate lead by Reamer at first. This one high and away, 3-1 for Hushka. With the meat of the order coming up for the Spartans, Zerfus, Satcham, and Koenig, the next 3 up. Austin Rigg takes his time. Down in the count, 3-1. Hushka ahead. That one finds the outside corner. Run it full. Now, Hushka hasn't swung much in this at-bat, this plate appearance. Here's the payoff pitch. He swings to that one and no contact. Rigg waves Hushka for a second strikeout of the day. And there's one down here in the 5th. Second strikeout for Hushka. Both strikeouts for Austin Rigg are against Hayden Hushka. It brings on Owen Zerfus now. Zerfus 0-2 on the day. He takes ball 1. 0-3 now. Excuse me, 0-2. We had a little typo there. He has grounded out to Carrillo at second both times. This one goes back to the right side, and it gets around Rigg, and it rolls foul. Luckily, honestly, if that one stayed fair, it would have been a tough play for Rigg to contort his body. He is a righty. He would have been picking it up at the foul line, and he would have had to move himself in some way to fire to first.
Yeah, and that play, it would have been difficult, especially for Rigg. But in a way, you know, if Owen can get a single on, how lucky is it that that wind helped push that ball going back to the foul line?
There's a single for Owen Zerfus. A little blooper out in the right, and 2 men on, 1 out for Liam Satcham.
Basically, like a new life was that foul ball.
Zerfus takes advantage of that one. He's 1 for 3 to bring on the 0-2 Liam Satcham, down 9-0. In the 5th inning, now is the time to do it to keep this game alive, keep your season alive. First offering to Satcham, and the dirt, 1-0. Spartans on the season, they put up 6 runs per game, give up 7 of their own. Here's a 1-0 count. Here's one lifted out in the left field. Should be playable, and is for Mike Steinbrink. 2 down. 2 pitch at bat for Satcham. He flies out to left. Brings on Landon Koenig.
Number 9, Landon Koenig.
Koenig 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. Another righty-righty matchup. Reamer is at second. Zerfus at first. Here's a breaking ball that did not break in time down, and it's up high. 1-0 to Koenig. Here's the guy you want with a man in scoring position, leading the team with 28 RBIs. Swings and misses at that one. 1-1. Koenig officially in 29 RBIs. He has 11 doubles, 4 doubles, and 2 home runs. 2 triples, 11 doubles, and yes, 2 home runs. Everything's sorted out. It's 2-1 on Koenig. 2 men on, 2-1 count to Koenig, who blasts out the left center field in the air, and the wind kills it immediately. Retired by Petrick, and that's how the top of the 5th concludes. A fly out to center field by Landon Koenig. In the inning for the Spartans, 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs, no errors. We head to the bottom half of the frame. Northwood 9, Findlay Shernope Page nothing on your Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead. Thanks to all who have visited the new Valley General Store in Halstead. If you haven't been there yet, they welcome you to stop in at the store full of hardware, groceries, and more. Valley General Store in Halstead, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
You know the importance of planning before you plant. To finish strong, you need a solid start. That's why at Cess Vonderhoff, we remain committed to developing sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, all to help you make spring decisions that will yield the harvest you envision. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess Vonderhoff, a passion that grows.
A pitching change on the mound for Finley and Chernow Page. Owen Zerfus comes on in relief of Ryan Tweet, who went 4 innings, struck out 3, walked 1, and gave up 9 earned runs. Ryan Tweet moves to first base. Braden Mitchell still at short, looking for Landon Koenig right now. I believe he's at third base. Landon Koenig is at third. So behind the plate for Finley Chernow Page, we cannot see their number here after this. Throw to second, perhaps.
I don't think it's Irie because it looks like a single-digit number. Did Irie move out to left and Bryce Juliuson's behind the plate?
It may be Bryce Julieson. Bryce Julieson has caught before for Finley Chernow Page. I believe it is. That is Bryce Julieson. Julieson now at catcher.
And Irie moves out to left.
So Irie's at left, Koenig at third. Get everything sorted out here. Julieson at catcher. Now that's done. It's time for Teddy Petrick, who is 0 for 1 on the day with a run scored. He walked in his last plate appearance in the 4th. His team up 9-0. One more run and this ball game is over. Zerfus almost hits Petrick on the first pitch. A dangerous 1-0. In run rule games, Hatton-Northwood this season, they are 3-1. They were 3-0. Run ruling teams heading into Saturday's game when they got run ruled in their second outing of the day. This one low, 1-1 now, or excuse me, 2-0 on Petrick. Zerfus, another senior for Finley Chernow Page. There's a foul tip for Petrick, 2-1. Thompson run ruled Hatton-Northwood 11-1 on Saturday after Hatton-Northwood run ruled Larimore in the early game. Here's a swing and a miss, 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
Would you like to know the outing for Ryan Tweet tonight?
You're going to tell me no matter what, aren't you?
6 earned runs on 4 innings pitched. He pitched a total of 82 in today's ballgame.
Nice play from Mitchell on one hop. Fires the Tweet in time. Tweet's first action at first base today to retire Petrick.
He also had 3 strikeouts and 1 walk on 11 hits as well.
Potentially for Ryan Tweet to a stellar career at Finley Chernow Page. This brings on the lefty Carson Bodine. First pitch swinging and misses. Bodine is 0 for 1. He had a sac fly RBI back in the 4th. Part of a 6-run inning for Hatton-Northwood. That one called a strike, and it's 0-2 on Bodine. 1 out, nobody on. Zerfus deals to Bodine. That one balances before the plate, back to the backstop. It's 1-2. Finley Chernow Page in run rule games, they are 2-2. They have run rule 2, they have lost 2. Here's a 1-2, now 2-2, misses away. Finley Chernow Page has not scored a run so far in this Region 2 tournament. They lost 2-0 to Hillsborough Central Valley on Saturday. That one misses Juliuson entirely to the backstop. It runs full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Not the outing you want.
You heard that too, right?
I can hear a Major League quote a mile away, just a bit outside. Here's a payoff pitch. That one is outside and high. Bodine is on with a 1-out walk.
Next time, add the Bob Uecker emphasis on that. Just a bit outside.
Can never replicate or duplicate Bob Uecker. Hint, hint, hint. I swear on you. Oh my gosh, Joseph. Hunter Tweet fouls that one off. Joseph Stetz is on my very last nerve, correcting everything I say.
Actually, in the movie, he's
0-1.
Harry Doyle.
You want to give us the synopsis too? Spoiler alert.
Well, the
Cleveland beats New York. Here's a check on the runner.
For the AL pennant. Or not the pennant.
AL East. There, boom. How do you like them apples?
It wasn't the AL East.
They were in that game, in that movie. Hunter Tweet, if an 0-1 count. Sorry for the spoiler, Brady. Tweet is 1 for 2. He has an RBI single in his last at-bat. Now 0-2 on Tweet. He has a run scored as well. This one, opposite side and foul past the Spartan dugout, which is occupied by the Burros. Still 0-2. Believe that Liam Ponder on as a courtesy runner, rung him up. Owen Zerfis catches Hunter Tweet looking, and there's 2 down. Zerfis' first strikeout of the game.
I'll give you each of you $1 if you can tell me what year that movie was made.
1989. Oh, you beat me by a second.
I didn't think you guys would have got that.
Grant Mondal lifts one out to Satcham at second to record the third and final out. Off the first pitch. So in the inning for Hatton-Northwood, I believe with just 1 walk and 1 strikeout, we head to the top of the 6th. Finley Chernow Page trails Hatton-Northwood at 9-0 on your Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
New pitcher for Hatton-Northwood. His second appearance of the Region 2 tournament. It's Rolando Zuninga, sophomore, wearing number 11 on the rubber. Looking for official replacements out on the diamond. Here in the top of the 6th inning. 6 outs left for Finley Chernow Page. 9-0. Hatton-Northwood, Tim Cassette, seat sale scoreboard.
Looks like Austin Rigg moves to third.
His true position from pitcher. Conshock still at first.
That is correct. Fabian Carrillo stays at second. Carpenter at short.
So I believe that takes out Grant Mondal, who must have moved to the outfield or out of the game entirely. Looking for him right now.
Teddy Petrick is out. No,
Grant Mondal's out in right field. So that takes out of the ball game Hunter Tweet. So Zuniga will take over Tweet's spot. Grant Mondal out in right. And at third base is Rigg. Nine to 0, Hatton-Northwood over Finley Chernow Page. Leading off is Braden Mitchell. While Braden Mitchell, Ryan Tweet, Grant Irie. Mitchell potentially his last plate appearance of his freshman season takes ball 1 in the dirt. 1-0 count for Mitchell. He is 0 for 1 with a walk in his last plate appearance in the 4th. Now it's 2-0 on a high ball. Top of the 6th. Only 2 hits for Finley Sharon Page in this ball game. This one grounded back to Zuniga, and he is going to underhand toss, no overhand toss to Koshak for the first out. A quick out for Braden Mitchell against Rolando Zuniga. And there's one down.
And another case of the PFP's pitcher fielding position.
Thank you for that, Joseph. Ryan Tweet now 0 for 2 on the game, an error and a fly out. Digs in from the right side, his first look at Zuniga. Takes it for ball 1. Tweet started the game on the mound, 4 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, gave up 6 earned runs. Austin Rigg, he pitched 5 innings, struck out 2, walked 3, and gave up no runs. Count is even up, that 1-1. Tweet looking for something to spark any type of Spartan comeback, down by 9. This one gets past Bodine, hits the backstop, and it's 2-1.
The full numbers on Austin Riggs' performance on the mound today: 41 strikes, 36 balls for a total of 77 pitches, and an ERA at a flat 0 because there's no runs by the Spartans.
No runs, only 2 hits, and now 3 balls and 1 strike on Ryan Tweet. The 2 hits for the Spartans on the day belong to Owen Zerfis and Bryce Juliuson. Zuniga, a sophomore, gets the senior Tweet to swing and miss at that outside pitch. Now it's full 3-2.
And the scoreboard reads 3-2-1. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Just throwing it out there.
Here's a throw, and here's a pop-up on the infield, right side, foul territory. Konshock cannot get the over-the-shoulder catch, and we'll do it again, 3-2. Meanwhile, Hatton-Northwood, they have 9 runs, of course, off 10 hits. Have walked twice. Surface and Tweet, both respectively have a walk of their own. Here's the payoff pitch. Zuniga misses high, and it is a payoff walk for Ryan Tweet.
Now to bat, number 14, Grant Irie.
Here's Grant Irie. He's 0 for 1. He's a walk as well. The junior digs in from the right side against Zuniga. This one misses outside. Bodine snags it, 1-0. The last Region 2 win for Finley Sharon Page, Thursday, May 13th, a 9-3 victory at Larimore. Currently on a 4-game skid, the Spartans are, the number 5 seed, to check on the runner at first. Tweet back in time. Zuniga, the 1-0 count, misses high and outside again, 2-0. This game started quickly, good pace. It's slowed down here in the middle, and now the latter half of the ball game. A 2-0 count now to Irie. This one hit foul right side. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bryce Juliuson's on deck. Dylan Reamer's in the hole. Hayden Hushko waiting as well, potentially. Juliuson again. 1/2 of the Spartans hits. This one waved and missed. Now evened up, 2-2. Just the second batter faced for, now third batter faced for Zuniga. The 2-2 to Irie, popped up foul out of the air and out of play. We'll do it again. some numbers on Lando here. On the season, he has a 2.10 ERA, 12 strikeouts, and now 9 walks. A 1-0 record. Here is the 2-2, fouled off. We'll do it again. That 4.08 ERA of Austin Rigg should bump down to the higher threes now after today's performance. No runs given up. 2-2 again from Zuniga to the batter. Irie swung on a miss in the dirt. Advancing the second is Tweet. Thrown at it first is Grant Irie. 2 down. Zuniga's 13th strikeout of the season, first today. Brings on Bryce Juliuson. Juliuson, like I said, 1 for 2. His hit came in the second inning. He flew out to left field in his last at-bat in the fourth. Digs in from the right side to face Zuniga for the first time. Ryan Tweet in scoring position to keep this game alive. It's only 9-0, but if the Thunder score in their bottom half of the sixth, the game will be over off a walk-off run rule. It's 1-0 after the missed ball on Juliuson. 1-0, missed outside, 2-0. Austin Rigg had a very quick pace, I felt like, at certain points of the game. Rolando Zuniga here takes his time, is deliberate, methodical. Here's the 2-ball, no-strike pitch. This one hits the outside corner. Going to third is Tweet. The throw from Bodine is in time! And Tweet cannot believe it. Coach Fontaine tells him to come here, let's talk. The inning ends with a Carson Bodine gun down of Ryan Tweet at third base. And we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Hatton-Northwood still on top of Findlay Sharon-Hope Page. 9-0 on your Tim Gazette seed sale scoreboard.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today. One of the main benefits of moving to the Halsted Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halsted Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Derek Carpenter, the freshman for Hatton-Northwood, leads things off. Bottom of the sixth inning against Owen Zerfus. His team up 9-0. Tim Gazette seats out scoreboard. This one up a mile high in the air. Zerfus races for it, does not get to it in time. Bryce Juliuson did not have a beat on it. It's a long 0-1 to begin the bottom half of the frame. Carpenter in this game, 2 for 3, 2 runs, and RBI. He struck out in the third inning against Tweet. 2 singles to his credit. Zerfus so far in this game, in his second inning now, has 1 K as well. The 0-1 from Owen. That one hit Carpenter. Did it not hit Carpenter?
Nope.
Just barely. I thought I heard something. And it's a dangerous ball 1. 1-1 now on Carpenter. Just barely. Barely missing Derek. Here's a 1-1 from Zerfus. This one's fouled back at the net, 1-2. Hatton-Northwood opened the Region 2 tournament at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. They are 1-1 in this tournament so far. This one outside misses, evened up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Thunder have beaten the Pole Bears and they have lost to the Tommies. Here's the 2-2 grounded foul on the third base line. We'll do it again at 2-2. Spartans, this is their second game of the tournament, potentially their last. A 2-ball, 2-strike count and pitch from Zerfis to Carpenter. Put up in the air, popped up on the infield. Mitchell losing it in the wind and finally finds it a dangerous and anxious first down of the inning. Brings on Colton Conshock, the first baseman. Carpenter's now 2 for 4. He pops out. Conshock is 1 for 2. 1 for 3 now. For run and RBI. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Colton has reached with a single, an error, and grounded out to Ryan Tweet. This one behind Conshock from Zerfis. It's 2-0. That's the second pitch of the inning where Owen Zerfis has let one slip behind the batter. Potentially Owen Zerfis' last game as a Spartan. A storied career for Owen. This one's fouled back. 2-1. Not only in just baseball, but basketball and football. Owen Zerfis, quarterback. In basketball, he's the point guard. And baseball, he does it all. This one ripped out to right. This one drops for a base hit for Colton Conshock. His second of the day. He is now 2 for 3. Now make it 2 for 4. Brings on Austin Rigg. The 11th hit of the ball game for Hatton-Northwood. 9 runs to their credit. Austin Rigg today, he's 2 for 2. Now make it 2 for 3. He flew out in the third. Excuse me, Joe, do you want to say something or not?
Well, these Mayville baseball players here are really bringing a lighthearted effort here today in the booth with us. Sorry.
Koenig takes that one, fields it to second, throws over, and it's an error. Austin Rigg reaches with the E5, brings on Fabian Carrillo.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I just
No, I get it, Joe. Fabian Carrillo, 1 for 3, an RBI, his last at-bat, a single. Runners hit the corners, 1 out. First pitch strike. Zerfis does it all in baseball. Pitcher, shortstop, catcher. Conshock 90 feet away from ending this game in a double steal. They will not bite. The Spartans hold on to the baseball. Taking second base is Austin Rigg. 2 men on the scoring position, but the runner at second does not matter. As Zerfis, this one to Carrillo, teetering foul, and it is. And we'll do it again at 0-2 with Fabian Carrillo. Colton Conshock, who reached on the base knock to right field through the hole. 90 feet away from ending the game with a walk-off run rule win. 0-2 to Carrillo. Pass Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the dive. He fires home the Conshock, and it's not in time. Conshock slides right before the ball arrives, and that's how this ball game ends. Put it in the books. Hatton-Northwood defeats Findlay Sherrill-Page 10-0 in 6 innings. I now believe our 5th run rule of the Region 2 tournament. And Findlay Sherrill-Page's season comes to a conclusion. Hatton-Northwood stays alive for one more game. They will play Hillsborough Central Valley coming up here shortly. Once again, your final score, Hatton-Northwood 10, Findlay Sherrill-Page 0 on your Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. We'll take a break and come back.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands.
And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. 10-0 Hatton-Northwood defeats Findlay Sharon Page on your Tim Cassette seed sale scoreboard thanks to a Fabian Carrillo walk-off RBI fielder's choice, scoring Colton Konchak for the 10th and final run of the game. Konchak, 2 runs scored in that game. Looking at our players so far today, multiple contributors for Hatton-Northwood. And it looks like the honors of the game for Enbridge Energy Player of the Game belong to freshman Derek Carpenter, who struck in every category. He went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI to his name. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, the young freshman Derek Carpenter. Work has begun to replace Line 3, and keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Derek Carpenter, 2 for 4 day, 2 runs scored and an RBI. Our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game belongs to Austin Rigg. 5 innings of work, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, no runs scored against the senior Austin Rigg. And he is your RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. It's like an award built for a pitcher. Precise today against Findlay Sharon Hope Page. Thinking about upgrading your planter? Visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota to learn about available rebates and financing. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. Our Halstead Telephone Company Connection Play of the Game. Looking at it right here, I believe it belongs to the 4 straight singles by Hatton-Northwood, courtesy of Grant Mondal, Derek Carpenter, Colton Konchak, and Austin Rigg, to below this game open 3-0 in the bottom of the first. Your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection belongs to the 4 straight hits by Hatton-Northwood to begin the bottom of the first inning and eventually take the 10-0 victory over Findlay Sharon Hope Page. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone Company. It's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Once again, your final score, Findlay Sharon Hope Page falls to Hatton-Northwood 10-0 on your Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. We'll take one more break, come back with a few final stats, and wrap up for Brady Siebels as he prepares to bring you the Burros and the Thunder in game number 3 today on YourLiveEvent.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Final stats for you on YourLiveEvent.com here in game number 2 of the Region 2 Tournament Monday edition. Findlay Sharon Hope Page, no runs, 2 hits, 3 errors, 6 left on base. Hatton-Northwood, 10 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors, and 6 of their own left on base. Looking at our final stats for both squads, Owen Zerfis goes 1 for 3, Liam Satcham 0 for 3, Koenig 0 for 3, Mitchell 0 for 2, Tweet 0 for 2. Officially 0 for 3 on those last 2, actually. Did not get those counted. Mitchell 0 for 2 with a walk. Grant Irie went 0 for 2 with a walk as well. Bryce Joyson 1 for 2, half of the hits today. Dylan Reamer with an 0 for 1 day and a walk. And Hayden Hushka, a 2 strikeout day, both swinging for the Spartans. For Hatton-Northwood hitting, Grant Mondal goes 2 for 4, 2 runs, no RBIs. Derek Carpenter, your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, 2 for 4, 2 runs, 1 RBI. Colton Konchak has a 2 for 4 day as well, 2 runs, 1 RBI. Austin Rigg bats 2 for 4 with 1 RBI. Fabian Carrillo batted in a run, a 1 for 3 day. Mike Steinbrink had a good day as well, 2 for 3, 1 run, 1 RBI. Teddy Petrick 0 for 2 with 1 run scored. Carson Bodine 0 for 1 with an RBI and a sac fly. And Hunter Tweet ends the day 1 for 3, 1 run, 1 RBI. Final pitching numbers, Ryan Tweet goes 5 innings, I believe. Or if we get those final numbers for Ryan Tweet. Strikes out 3, 1 walk, gives up 6 earned runs. Owen Zerfis pitches the last couple of innings for the Spartans. Both Spartans ending their careers at Finley Sharon Hope Page, both seniors, as well as fellow senior William Erickson. Pitching numbers for Austin Rigg. He goes 5 innings, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. Orlando Zaninga, only 1 inning needed for his time today. Once again, your final score, Hatton-Northwood 10, Finley Sharon Hope Page nothing on the Tim Gazette CCL scoreboard. That puts it in the books for us in game number 2 in the Monday edition of the Region 2 tournament. Coming up next, Brady Siebels brings you Hillsborough Central Valley versus Hatton-Northwood, and another winner goes home, or winner goes on, and the loser goes home ball game. This has been YourLiveEvent.com for Joseph Stetz, myself, Derek Zimmerman-Geyer. Thanks for tuning in, and tune in to the next game here on YourLiveEvent.com.